Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna go over the top 5 home equity lenders in 2026, and we're gonna go over a complete guide to unlock your home's value with the right lender. Now, before we get started with all the amazing details I would love to share with you, first things first, let's set this up the right way. Because I am somebody who used to work at a bank, and I understand that this subject right here, it's very sensitive, and a lot of people can be confused by it. A lot of borrowers can pay thousands more because they don't shop around, and many families put their home at risk because they borrowed more than they could handle. Now, throughout my time in doing research and analyzing the best tools out there, I've learned that the right product with the right lender can save you serious money and stress, because picking the wrong lender or product can be very expensive, and a lot of people don't understand what they're signing up for until it's too late. So, with this in mind, let's first establish the basics on what a home equity loan is, and also comparing that to a HELOC, which is another very much popular option, for lack of a better word. And they're not the same thing. So, on one hand, you get a home equity loan, which is exactly what you're considering right now. And let's say that you get $50,000 today. Your rate is locked and your payment never changes, unless obviously you want to pay more, right? So, you get a lump sum payment, fixed interest rate, fixed monthly payments, and it's almost like, well, it is a second mortgage, right? Now, a HELOC, on the other hand, you get a $50,000 credit line, let's say, and then you borrow as you need it. But your rate can go up or down depending on what the Federal Reserve is doing. If the Federal Reserve increases interest rates, then your payment will go up. And your credit line is almost like a credit card. It has variable interest rate, flexible borrowing, and you pay interest only on what you use. Now, the mistake that a lot of people make is that they use a loan when they need flexibility, or sometimes they use a HELOC when they need predictability. So, the bottom line I love to share here with you is that we need to match the product on how you actually use the money. If you need one big payment for a kitchen remodel, as an example, a loan is a good idea. But if you're doing a multi phase project, it can last a long time. You don't know how much you actually need. Then, in those cases, maybe a HELOC is a better idea. So, now getting out of the way and understanding the basics of these two options, there's one more thing that we need to take into account before we go into the next step, and that is understanding the risks of this action. Now, we need to understand and just put it explicitly out there that your home is the collateral. It's not a credit card or a personal loan. You're borrowing against your house. And if you can't pay, then you may end up losing it. So, the upside of this option, a home equity loan, is that you can get lower interest rate than credit cards, larger loan amounts, and also it may also have tax benefits depending on how you use the money. The downside is that if you miss payments, then the lender can foreclose. Your home is at stake, and closing costs and fees can also add up. And the hidden dangers that a lot of people don't see is that you borrow when your income is unstable, or maybe you are already drowning in debt. So you're getting into deeper debt and you have no clear repayment plan. And many times, a lot of people think that this is just free money, and or maybe it's not free money, but they treat it as such, right? So what this means is that only borrow what you can repay, have a clear plan for what you're using your money for, and of course, how you will pay it back. Now, with all of this out of the way, let's go over 5 options that our partners at money.com have put together, and I'm going to share these with you. Now, lender number one is AmeriSave, and this is best for its speed and convenience. It's fully digital, and you can get funded in as long as 5 days. Now, they offer home equity options with a 100% online process. I want to say that a lot of lenders provide you with online processes, and that's just very simple, convenient. And the lenders and banks and any type of business out there wants to make things as simple as possible for the customers. So there's no in-person appraisals, no paperwork, nightmares. So a couple of things that we've identified with AmeriSave is they have $100 billion funded, 21 years in business, in a very good 4.5 out of 5 on Trustpilot with 13,000 plus reviews. You apply online, you get approved fast, and you unlock cash from your home equity in as long as 5 days. And this option right here is for anybody who values speed and doesn't want to deal with traditional banks. So, If you need cash quickly and you want a seamless digital experience, AmeriSave is a good option. So make sure that you check your rates online and, of course, go into all of the details that you need to know in order to make the best decision for yourself. Here, I'm giving you the pointers. So here is our screenshot and the best features overall from AmeriSave from our partners at money.com. So by the way, if you're somebody that is interested in any of the options that I'm sharing with you today, make sure that you use the links in the description. They do support the channel and keep me motivated to keep making these helpful videos for you. Now, lender number 2 is Figure. Now, this one is best for flexibility in larger loans, up to $700,000 that you can borrow with a unique redraw feature. Now, this can give you an approval in as short as 5 minutes, funding in as few as 5 days. And they have a redraw option most lenders don't offer. So the loan amounts up to 750K for those with good or excellent credit. So this right here is key. They also have a redraw feature where you borrow, you pay down, and then you could borrow again. And I wanted the flexibility of a HELOC, then this could actually also be a great option. Now, of course, like anything, there is a catch and you need a strong credit and you're borrowing larger amounts. So at the end of the day, if you need a big loan with flexibility and have a solid credit, then this is a great option. Their fast approval means you'll know exactly where you stand immediately. So this right here shares overall what Figure offers. Now, the third option I love to share here with you is Unlock. Now, this one is best for avoiding monthly payments, no interest, but here is a big caveat. You share future home value. Now, Unlock offers home equity agreements or HEAs where you get up to $500,000 in cash with zero monthly payments. And it sounds amazing, right? But here's how it works. Now, instead of interest, this organization, Unlock, takes a share of your home's future appreciation. Now, who is it for? This could be a viable option for people who are cash strapped, who can handle monthly payments right now. And the trade off is that you give up some upside when you sell or after the term ends. So, what this means overall is that if you need breathing room today and expect your home to appreciate, this could be a viable option. So, just make sure that you read the terms very carefully, know exactly how much equity you are sharing. Now, with this being said, here is how Unlock works. Overall, big picture here. Okay, so that brings us to our next option, and that is Avent. Now, Avent offers a HELOC actually, and they do have the highest customer satisfaction on this list. Now, they offer HELOCs from 5 to 400,000, and they do have a 4.9 out of 5 Trustpilot rating and approval in 15 minutes. So pretty short. Now, the credit requirement for this type of organization, you need a FICO of 680 plus for the best rates and terms. I want to say, like, for any loan or any mortgage, you do need good credit. And I think it's safe to say that everybody wants you to have good credit if you want to lower your interest rate and therefore your lower payments. A couple of features they offer is they promise your lowest rate or give you a $250, and the process is 100% online, as I mentioned, and checking your offer doesn't impact your credit score. Now, this right here, I want to say it's very important for a lot of people. Certainly, if you're going to be shopping around and you're getting a lot of quotes, then you don't want to, especially if you're about to make large purchases or you need your credit, then it's not a good idea to just pull your credit or touch your credit too much, right? So one feature that a lot of organizations started doing is now they do quote unquote soft pulls where they check your credit without hurting it. Like it used to be that every time somebody uses your credit or checks your credit, it will be a 3, 4, 5 point deduction. Now, if you one, it's not bad, right? But if you have 10 people doing that, then that can lower your credit score significantly in a very short period of time. And of course, that can have downstream effects when it comes to getting approved for loans or mortgages. So this is something to be mindful of. And a lot of people may say, "Oh, it's just not common sense." But a lot of times people just don't know or unaware. Certainly, I wasn't aware of this, and so I'm sharing that with you. So just be careful how many pulls you have in your credit. It's okay to shop around, but if you have something big coming up where you're going to be relying on your credit, maybe it is you're signing a lease or a mortgage or a loan, whatever that is, then just ensure that your credit remains intact as possible, right? So if you want a HELOC with top tier customer service and competitive rates, Avon is a good option. The rate guarantee protects you if you find a better offer somewhere else. So remember, this is actually a HELOC. Now, here is the overall features of this organization. Now, lender number 5 is LendingTree. Now, this one is best for comparing multiple lenders at once and you can see all of the options in one place, right? So they connect you with multiple lenders so you can compare rates and terms without filling out 10 applications. So this is almost like a compilation of a bunch of lenders. So it's a good idea if you just want to go to one place and then just see what else is there. Almost like Kayak, right? When you are traveling and whatnot, or Expedia. So how it works is you submit one application, you get multiple offers, and obviously you pick the best one for yourself and your family. And this is valuable because you're not stuck with one lender's offer, and you can see the full landscape. And this is for anybody who wants to shop around and maximize their chances of getting the best rate. So if you're not sure which lender fits your specific situation, this could be a great place to start. And you see your options side by side and choose, of course, what works best for you. So here is the overall best features from LendingTree. Now, one question that a lot of people may have is, hey, what can I just go with my bank? And the truth is that, yeah, you can, but you're probably leaving money on the table because a lot of banks out there may not have the best rates or the best terms or even the right product for your needs. So it's important for you to just do the research, look at the numbers, and make the best decision for yourself. Now, the lenders that I just shared with you have been identified based on customer reviews, rates, track records. So you don't have to apply to all of them, but comparing offers could save you thousands for sure. So here's what we just covered. We went over 5 lenders, 5 different strengths with one goal to get you the best deal and help you make confident decisions. We went over AmeriSave, which is fast, digital, funded in 5 days. This is the best for speed. We went through Figure up to 750K with redraw flexibility, best for large loans. We also went through Unlock, no monthly payments. You share future equity. Just remember that, best for cash flow relief. Number 4, Avon, top rated HELOC for strong credit, best for customer satisfaction. And also, we went over LendingTree, which is the market, like the compare multiple offers at once and best for shopping around. So decide if you need lump sum or flexibility, and then go ahead and compare offers. So if you're somebody that is interested in any of these lenders that I talked about in this video, just make sure that you check the links in the description and start shopping around so you can make the best decision for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, most importantly, share, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Let me know what kind of questions you got in the comments below. Peace.